You're going to follow the Paladin guide through normal? Awesome. It really does work out fairly well to do just Holy Fire. Rip the run! It's not hardcore. You can't actually get hardcore in this because you can't beat Diablo. Which is required for getting it in classic version. Ripperoni. Let's go and switch back to this so we have warmth. Hi, Goat Man. I do like the sounds of the Goatmen. It's just kind of like satisfying. It's like Goat Boy. I would like to see mod support, and there is... Okay, there's a few little like catches on this. There's a lot of misinformation going around about this. Multiplayer mod support is definitely up in the air because of TCP/IP and the fact that it's closed BattleNet. I think a lot of the speculation in regards to that is wrong, because it doesn't make any sense. They weren't intending to actually have this be long-term sales. They were intending it just to be a kind of stopgap between Diablo, like, for this year. This was going to be the release for this year, and it's a stopgap until Diablo 4 gets more announcements or more releases. But as far as the mod support in this, the single-player mod support is unaffected, period. You will be able to do single-player mods. Multiplayer mods are more up in the air because there's questions as to whether you'll be able to get multiplayer going, especially without TCP/IP, which is the main thing that mods would end up using for multiplayer, since the servers technically emulating a server is against the terms of service, so there is a whole big issue there. But yes, I would like to see mod support in Diablo 2 Resurrected because there's a lot of people who like it, like their mods and stuff like that, and I understand why it's there. I just think some people are making a much bigger deal about it not being necessarily going to allow multiplayer mods. Which I would like to see multiplayer mods, it's just I don't think they're going to be a thing. I know that was a bit of a tirade. Also, we need to fix this. But they should add an Easter egg in the game where if you die to the smith, you can buy a weapon made from your bones. I would intentionally die to the smith for that. Except for in hardcore. Then yeah. You can't do anything in hardcore. Speaking of money, though, I do need to transfer some out of here so I can actually buy potions. I forgot I need those. Let's go with 10,000. Let's see. Trade and... There we go. We'll get a handful more mana potions in here and a handful more healing potions. We're starting to get up to like an actual normal inventory. Oh my god. Let's see. Stat-wise, we're not doing too bad. Anyhoozle, what's it? Let's go find those stairs. We're technically underleveled. This is something I end up doing all the time on the freaking Sorceress, and it's just a bad habit. Is I end up getting way far ahead of where I should be because I just get overconfident with her. Mainly because she can move through content a bit differently than the other characters. So more life. Skill-wise, let's go ahead and get... Let's get more Firebolt. We don't need to worry about teleport until 18. Let's see, what was that comment? If big mods come out with D2 support... It makes an extra shield out of your bones. And yeah, that would actually be kind of a cool way to do it. Just make it a bone shield. This is the only time where I actually kind of wish I had Fireball, but we don't actually have the level for it anyway. I will get 1 point in Fireball, mind you. Let's see. Big mods come out for D2R support. We might see another Dota 2 situation. Maybe. corpse contents or weapon. I would 100% just intentionally die to him naked so I could get the weapon. Oh, there's a lot of you in there. Got to get them kind of piled up in the doorway. There you go. Good googly moogly, they like dying. There is mod support. Well, there is going to be mod support. I think a lot of people are going a bit over the top about some things. I think some of it is justified, but there is a lot of stuff that
there was magic here.
Isn't accurate.
Long gone now.
Let's see. I'm going to just keep going straight. I'm going to try to get down to enter closer. Then we might actually have to grind some levels because I haven't been killing all the things. Just, can I? Yeah, that translucency effect is a little bit stronger here than it is in the original. And being too low on life is actually hurting us a little bit here. Because we aren't healing nearly as much as I need to. Let's see. How's the beta? Does it feel like old D2? It feels a little bit better, honestly. If Dota 2 happened again, we could just hope or expect them to be the ones to purchase the IP. I'd rather have somebody else buy the IP. Less than 40 minutes of actual cycling and your legs feel like you rode for hours. I can understand that. Cycling is a lot more intensive than people realize. It's not even just legs. It's a lot of things. But yeah, we've got the stairs here. Yeah, the fire effects are nice. Have I seen the interface on console yet? You've never played it on PC, so you're excited to play on Xbox. I can switch over for a little bit. This is going to be the interface on console. Filling up the belt. I don't know if there's a quick load button. Hold to sort. No, that's going to swap the... Oh, we're being attacked by something. Aren't we? What is with the red flash? That's very strange, but anyway. We have Firebolt. We can play with it for a little while. But the console interface is not terrible. There are some like quirks about it that you're just going to run into with any kind of console interface for a game like this. So that at least has auto aim to an extent. I don't know if you can turn it off. Find out how to zoom in and out. Let's see. That's weapon swap. That's speaking. That's walk or run. Those are those skills. That's all your face buttons. Select is that. And it doesn't actually let me have a control rebind for this, so it's kind of hard to figure out what is going to be on there. So, I'm not entirely sure there's going to be a zoom on the controllers. Was I being attacked, though? I wasn't. Dodge! Beat it with a stick! Pop out of a barrel, immediately gets shattered by a stick. Did they add Throne of Destruction kind of thing to Act 1? Where if you stop for too long, take damage? No. I can stand around for as long as I want. Button combos. I'm trying them. At least ones that I can think of. Because a lot of the button combos are going to be your left shoulder buttons. But I'm not finding anyone. Click the help button when I hit pause. Is there a help button? Ah. Okay. Toggle skills, ally display, hostile, blah, blah, blah. Swap weapons, emote wheel, legacy toggle. Oh, left trigger plus select. It doesn't look like there is a zoom. At least I'm not seeing it. I don't know about that monoseptic. I haven't tried it on console, so I don't know if they have lobbies or not. I've heard they don't either, but I can't confirm it. Directional buttons are all belt slot ones. So that at least shows you the controls. It doesn't allow you rebinding, but wooden stick bolt is OP. Wooden stick up their butt. They took the stick out of the paladin's butt, though. These, I think they could look angrier, but I'm not going to say they need to redo the entire graphics just because I think that looks angrier. That needs to look angrier. Let's see. We are only level 10. Help screen might help you. Mighty Stick, Shadversary. Shadversity, yeah. I actually know about Shadversity. I don't know them personally. That's not what I'm saying, but I have watched quite a bit of that. I watch a few channels like that. And we're just going to dodge past these things and just go on our merry little... That's the wrong way, I think, but we're going to try it anyway. Yeah, that is definitely the wrong way because that's going to be the boss spawn. Yes, there's a super unique down here. Ah, ouch! I'm running away! That's not necessarily a dead end. Yeah, this is just actually the exit. Technically, I think you need to beat Bale to make Cal level. Yep. That you do. Because you have to beat the entire game. Although, I don't know if it's still that way, because I haven't tested it at all. I haven't thought to test it. But used to be you could actually do Cal level before beating Bale, just because you could get it for beating Diablo. Let's see. The general skills in the skill tab kind of lets you rebind. Yeah, you can rebind the skills. That's not a big difficulty thing to do. They did fix the Amazon's face a bit, but it doesn't really matter too much. And no, the Cal level technically isn't in here. It might be in the code, but it's not. You can't access it legitimately. It would use the same map tiles as Act 1, so theoretically you could generate it with like a cracked alpha or something like that. Yeah, the labyrinth exit is a cool one. There's a wall one that we can get here that's pretty cool looking too. But I don't know if we're going to get it or not. I do love the aesthetic of this place, though. It's like, it's very well done. I really do have to give Vicarious Visions credit on that. A lot of people are giving Blizzard credit for the stuff on this. No, it's Vicarious Visions. Blizzard did a little bit of work on it, but they moved it over to Vicarious Visions after the whole fiasco with their in-house team and Reforged. Let's see. Locked chest. I don't have any keys left. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, any questions are definitely welcome. I am willing to try things on here if you wanted to see something, but... And honestly, if we get far enough through and I don't want to go to level 30, we could always just make a low-level character. Yeah, Act 3 should be really kind of interesting. Act 5 will be interesting as well. Act 4, I think the River of Flame will be interesting, but I don't think the actual like outside areas, like the steps and stuff like that, are going to be that amazing. It's a dead end. I think our exit is probably going to be over here to the right, but I could be wrong. Don't you mean swamped? I am using a warmth staff. It literally has some points in warmth. We might end up farming Countess for some levels. And hopefully a tier Rawl. That said, we can actually go resurrect Dingus too. Chingus McDingus. Now, the real question is, are they going to use young or old in Act 4? Young voice or old voice? For Jamela. I think the River of Flame will look cool. I don't think the outside areas are going to look cool. They're just going to be dark and gritty. Not being able to move your map around on a controller in Act 3 will be awful, like using an arrow keys to move it. Maybe, maybe not. Act 4 was unfinished. It was rushed. I wouldn't necessarily say it was unfinished. The act still ends, but it is one of those things where it's kind of like they got rushed through it. That's the Arctic Blast and Inferno, Blaze, all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of balance thing I would probably, if they do any kind of like skill updates or anything like that, that's probably what they'll probably end up doing. I would not put money on it happening for sure though, but it's one of the things that they could fix. The Amazon skills, they could fix the assassin skills, the sorceress skills. There's a few of them. Yeah, Leaf is incredible. But now we have those waypoints. We could go get the Black Marsh waypoint, because we did kind of like rush past it. Hopefully this is the right direction. We don't know yet, because we still have tower available in this one. Yeah, I am not in a huge rush. There's only 2 acts available. We left to see if a certain other bug was still present as well. You guys are wondering why we left before beating Act 1. Auto gold pickup still doesn't pick up all the gold? Yeah. Yeah, Countess is a good one to farm. I generally prefer farming her on single player, so I don't have to reroute where the tower is every single time, but she's fairly decent online as well. Lower Cuirass is okay online, it's just not as efficient as single player, all that kind of fun stuff. For lower Cuirass runs, you generally just want to hop into like Bale run games and do it while they're going to the Bale. Go into Bale. Can't farm soul yet, you can craft up to it. Because you can get Rawl. It'd be Rawl Orthal. Yeah, it would be hard to do, but I think you could do it by the end. You can get up into the mid-30s without too much of a problem, but yeah, it is still definitely not going to be easy to get much higher than that, because you get such a penalty for killing things. That said, it is more generous than... Hey, aw, we almost killed you. It's more generous than the original stress test, which is just what this is. This is just the stress test again. It's not proper beta. It's more marketing beta. Countess does have a better drop rate whenever she's on Players 1. It's because her empty drops and her special drops occur from there. You wish Fireball took synergy from Hydra so that Hydra build isn't pointless. Yeah. I don't think Hydra backfills anything, does it? Yeah, it doesn't. But, Hydra has its uses, it's just not optimal. It's one of those things you play for fun rather than for speed, but it can actually get you through some tough areas, because it is one of the few things that can shoot around corners as well. Ever since they patched Bone Spirit and Guided Arrow, Traps and Hydra have become kind of a weird replacement for that style of play. Yeah, that would take a really long time in multiplayer, especially considering I am just kind of putzing around. Got Leaf and Stealth on your Fire Source, never played Fire before and dig in it. Yeah. Fire, that's one reason why Fire is so powerful in normal. Fire Source, Fire Druid, Fire Assassin, all three are because Leaf is available. I wish they would have made because there were plans for like an Ice and a Lightning Rune Word as well. For like ice skills in a similar manner, but they were never made and the mechanics aren't there either. Hydra would be awesome as a passive, like a small percent chance to spawn when using fire spells. That or make it a minion like Fire Golem that follows you around. You like non-optimized builds. There's a lot of fun things that you can do if you're willing to step away from I need to be the fastest possible build in the game. I'm looking. Hey, we found the waypoint. Nice. For some builds, it does drop off in Act 4. You can actually keep going with all three of the major fire builds, the Assassin, Source, and that. But you have to readjust your expectations ever so slightly. Same with the Fire Amazon, although the Fire Amazon starts falling off in Act 3. Just because your damage to mana is absolute garbage. And you don't have like a cheap alternative. Okay, so down we go. We're going to get some more runes. I have not actually done a lot of Countess farming in the beta, so I haven't been able to test if her curves are the same or not. But they should be the same, because other things that were kind of essential are still there as well.